Pow! Welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. Today we start off a brand new set of Marvel Legends reviews with this Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave, aka the Deadpool wave, and it is the very first Deadpool wave of the year, as they have already told us at New York Toy Fair we are getting a second Deadpool wave later in the year, which is going to be a Sauron Build-A-Figure wave, which is basically that pterodactyl man thing from the Savage Lands, but I'll get into that when the time comes. Today is all about the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave, and I thought what other way to start off the Deadpool set of reviews than with the man himself, Deadpool. So as you can see in the box, it doesn't really come with a lot of accessories. He doesn't even come with a Build-A-Figure piece for Sasquatch. So if you want the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, you don't necessarily need to buy this Deadpool. He is based on his sort of first appearance or his first run in the comics, very Rob Liefeld style looking figure, but I'm disappointed with the lack of accessories. A lot of the figures we've got recently of Deadpool have been stacked with fun accessories. This guy looks very bland, and those katanas don't even look that great, so we shall see when we open them up what I think. But on the side we get a picture of Deadpool, on the back some promo art, a little write-up, strong, sexy, looks amazing in spandex. You could say here's the total package. Then as always, at the bottom we get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to build the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Deadpool, even though he doesn't actually come with a Sasquatch Build-A-Figure piece, so you don't actually need to buy this Deadpool to build the Sasquatch. But yeah, let's open them up, shall we? Pow, and here is Deadpool out of the box, and first impressions are, yeah, he's all right. It's Deadpool. Maybe a little bit underwhelmed, considering maybe it's Deadpool fatigue. I'm not too sure, but usually with the Deadpool figure, you're excited to get it, you're excited to open it, but this guy is just, yeah, it is what it is. It's a Deadpool figure. It's on a different body mold than the previous one. I think this is on the Sunfire or Spider-Man 2099. I can't remember who came first, but yeah, it's got the butterfly joints, so posing's going to be a lot better for this guy. I do wish he come with more accessories, but saying that, if you're a collector or you're into Marvel Legends, you're going to have a box full of accessories and guns and weapons you can use with this guy. So maybe you shouldn't be too grumpy about it. But considering you spend nearly £25 on a figure here in the UK, which is about $30, by the way, people. Sometimes you see a figure with hardly any accessories or a Build-A-Figure piece like this guy, and you think, why is he the same price as another figure with tons of accessories, interchangeable parts, and a Build-A-Figure piece? Do you know, like, I don't know. Hasbro are just relying on this guy because it's Deadpool. They feel like they can just put him in a box and people will buy him. And they're not wrong, are they? Let's be honest. People are going Deadpool crazy at the minute. I should mention, these are the only accessories with this guy. That's why I'm being a bit grumpy. And they don't even look that great. They're quite short blades for katanas, in my opinion. I don't like the sheath. It's very bulky. I understand it's based on his sort of first sort of comic look, which is very Rob Liefeld style. Everything's big and over-exaggerated and whatnot. But I don't know, I think I prefer the sort of militant Deadpool we've got previously on the Bookie Cat mold. But maybe I'll change my mind by the end of the review when I do my comparisons. But it is a solid figure. Like, he does look good. It's a very solid looking Deadpool. Much better than the previous Epic Heroes line Deadpool or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, it is a good Deadpool. Maybe we didn't need another one so soon, but I understand they're jumping on the Deadpool bandwagon. I like his little belt with his little logo. Just a shame you can't have any more accessories, no gun holsters or anything like that. The pouches are red, where I probably would have preferred them to be the same colour as whatever the straps were. The straps are grey, maybe I would have preferred black, but I understand they were grey in the comics. But yeah, the face sculpt is good, solid Deadpool. Again, it would have been good to get some interchangeable faces, as in, like, you have different expressions with a face. I know he's wearing a mask, but you know what I mean. You could get open wide eyes or half a mask or something like that, you know? So yeah, I think lack of accessories is the only thing that's stressing me out. Other than that, it's a solid figure. If this figure come with tons of accessories, interchangeable parts, a Build-A-Figure piece, I probably wouldn't be moaning so much. But yeah, the box did look very empty. But all you ACBA people are going to be very happy with this guy, as he is a lot more poseable and articulated than the previous Deadpool. But if you have been living under a rock, or you don't know who this guy is, then lucky for you, I'll do a segment called Deadpool. who is he? This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character that this figure is inspired by. So, Deadpool, who is he? Real name Wade Wilson. His first appearance as Deadpool was in New Mutants 98 in February of 1991. With a military history, Wade found out he had cancer and was offered a cure if he joined this experimental project we all know to be the Weapon X program. Unfortunately, it seemed to fail and his cancer went into overdrive and scarred all his body. But on the brink of death, his healing factor kicked in and gave him these regenerative healing abilities. Taking on the name of Deadpool, he now lives his life in the Marvel Universe as a skilled marksman and swordsman, mercenary for hire, we all know to be the Merc with a mouth, who often will break the fourth wall for comedic effect. With lots of history in the Marvel Universe, joining teams like X-Force and even recently the Avengers, Deadpool's popularity does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon. There you go, so I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters these figures are inspired by. But I'm sure you all know who Deadpool is. So yeah, after playing around with this figure for a little bit, I do like it a little bit more. Again, I do think I'm being quite grumpy. I don't mean to be, but the playability factor with this guy is really good. Definitely think he's going to pop on your shelf. I really do like the vibrant red. These swords are not swords, they're tiny little knives, but again, they work, don't they, for the figure, and they do fit snug in his hand. So if you don't have a Deadpool in your collection, you're going to be very happy with this guy, because as I said, he will pop on your shelf, he will stand out, and it is a very accurate rendition of comic book Deadpool. Now, let's compare him to his brother from another mother. Here he comes, we've called an Uber. Here he is on his Vespa. Jump on the Vespa hype right now, people, because there's going to be a Vespa in the new film, and everyone's going to want one of these. Guarantee you Hasbro are even considering doing one of these for their Riders Wave, but this is just a generic 1/12 scale Vespa from Amazon. Cost me 15 quid, I think. It looks good on the shelf. Anyway, it looks fun. So yeah, that's the previous Deadpool from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave. This is the guy that come with all the accessories. So again, this was his competition, let's be honest. And I do like elements of both of these figures. And now I've got them both standing next to each other. You can see how much more vibrant the red is on this newer Deadpool. But I do quite like the way the tactical gear is on this guy. And you can see he's a bit bulkier, even though this guy's not standing up straight. But yeah, the articulation on this one, this new one, is definitely going to be better. He's a lot leaner, but as you can see as well, he's a little bit shorter. So again, it's personal preference. There is no right or wrong. It is what you prefer. So don't let people tell you, oh, this one's better, don't get this one. It is whatever you prefer. I like elements of them both. As I've mentioned, these swords are tiny, and just as a quick comparison, if I move these guys out of the way, that is the difference in the swords. Do you see why I was calling these new ones tiny? They are tiny. But does this guy hold the old swords? Yeah, he does. So if you really wanted to, you could just get him holding the old swords. But those old swords ain't going to fit in his new sheath. But as I said, if you've got Deadpool or if you collect Marvel Legends, you're going to have guns and whatever in your collection. Here's just a gun. I can't remember if this comes with the Epic Heroes, Deadpool or Punisher. But even still, he does have trigger fingers as well. So you can sneak the finger into the actual gun trigger, as you can see there. So he will hold guns. So yeah, don't worry about it. Yes, I was moaning this guy doesn't come with accessories, but you've got other accessories in your collection. You can use them. Go crazy. It's a Deadpool figure. You can have fun with this guy on the shelf. Here's his rocket launcher. I'm sure he'll hold that. Does the sheath come out? No, the sheath is glued to his backpack, which doesn't seem to have any buttons to come off. But again, I'm sure you can heat it up, pop it off his head if you wanted to mix and match these guys' accessories and whatnot. But yeah, Deadpool is a fun figure, let's be honest. If you're collecting and you do have your figures posed on the shelf, then you're going to enjoy this guy. But that is your main comparison, really. Does the unmasked head fit on this one? Let's find out. So that's the head off. Oh, and his collar come off. I didn't even know he had a collar. So there's his collar back on. Don't know which way around that goes. Unmasked head, does it pop on? And it does, yeah. So is it too big? Is it too small? You tell me. I think it's okay. Maybe a little bit big for the body, but he is wearing spandex after all, so that would be quite tight on a guy. So yeah, what do you think of that? That's the new Deadpool with the unmasked head from the previous Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Deadpool. I'm really annoyed that I've put that on weird or wrong. Didn't even know he had a collar. But yeah, he seems to have a collar. Again, let's put that back on. Does he ride the Vespa? Just for fun. Does he ride the Vespa? Get on there. I should always pause the video when I'm doing posing and stuff because you see how much I struggle. But yeah, he rides the Vespa. Get on there, mate. There you go. Did anyone call an Uber? As another comparison, here he is compared to his old pal Colossus, and then also compared to the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Cable. Obviously, I have the brand new Cable, so I probably will be reviewing him tomorrow. So come back to the channel tomorrow to see how this guy compares to the new Cable figure from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave. But as you can see, the scale's looking quite good, quite accurate to be fair, because Colossus would be taller than Cable and Cable would be taller than Deadpool. So yeah, works out quite well. So final thoughts are, I do like this figure. It is a very solid Deadpool. I know at the start of the review I sounded quite depressing and I was pointing out all the negatives, but after doing the review and playing around with him a little bit, it is a very fun figure, and anyone that wants a Deadpool figure is going to be very happy to add him to your collection. Is he the best Deadpool figure Hasbro have done? You let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to know if people are bothered about this guy or they're just going to keep the old one. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. So as I've already mentioned, I have got the whole Deadpool wave. I'm going to be reviewing them all week and then finishing off with the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure waves. So as always, check out the playlists. There will be a playlist for this and there's lots of videos in the videos tab. So please go and hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. And yeah, I shall see you on the next one.